Alright, this morning I woke up in the middle of the woods on a lake next to a dam. Today, we're in New York City. What the hell?
That's so funny.
The Louis Vuitton store, that is crazy. Times Square. Hell yeah. Welcome to Times Square. We're here. A lot of lights. Spotify's behind me. That's where the ball drops. Someone's recording something over here. What's up? There's just a lot of things going on here. I don't really know. There's a Taco Bell Cantina. Oh my god. Take me to God's country. Oh, I do see, yeah. You can see 2025. Or it's 2026 is what it's going to be. So. Alright, so we are here in Brooklyn by the Brooklyn Bridge. It is noon and it is hot, but nonetheless, we are here. Today's day will consist of this, and then an option is to take the Brooklyn Bridge across, because over there is Wall Street, right? And also the World Trade Center and the 9/11 Memorial and a couple other things. However, it is hot out, and I don't know if you can notice this, but I'm a lot lower than the bridge, so I have no idea how to get to it. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we're gonna do. I'm gonna walk around the skyline, see if I get some more pictures and such, and then we'll go. I mean, speaking of, this is what I was actually looking for. The Statue of Liberty is over here. It's like in the distance in the fog. We're gonna go to that tomorrow. I woke up too late today. I want to get there first thing and maybe try to do maybe try to go up it. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know how pricey it is, but we'll see. So yeah. Okay, so the stock exchange, every single sidewalk that is easy to get to from where I was at is closed. So I have to go all the way 2-3 blocks down just to get to it. So not going to go that way. And then in front of me is the 9/11 Memorial. So pretty cool. And then of course there's the new Trade Center. Okay, so for those of you who will never be in New York, here's what is here at the 9/11 Memorial. So we have the America's Response Monument, which is right here behind me. So very cool. Obviously dedicated to all the first responders, but especially those that gave their lives during 9/11. We also have the One World Trade Center right here behind me, the new building to replace the Twin Towers. I am not going to go up to the observatory, but I'm sure it would be a cool view. Well, maybe we might look. We might see how expensive it is. It's probably pretty expensive. Below where the trees are is where the Twin Towers used to be. And then this is the Coing Spear that apparently was here before the 9/11 and then was recovered and now is a symbol of resilience. So it's a part of the park now. Cool. And then there's a Greek Orthodox church here too as well. So we're here at the South Tower here at 9/11 Memorial. It's quite like, so I've been to a couple different places in the world that are memoriams of like somber events or tragic events. And this is like when you went to Hiroshima, there was a very level of like, damn, like this sucks. And it was also like very like dark. There wasn't like a lot of, but this is like, it's very somber, but it's also beautiful. Like it's very like calming. And I think the biggest word is like the statues. When I was reading some of the plaques, it's like talking about defiance and like the grit of America and the grit of the people and human will. I think this is like what this symbolizes, you know? I mean, the water is ever changing, and you know, sometimes like if a wave hits you, not much you can do about it. And I think it's kind of what this is symbolizing. So anyway, there's my thought on that. It's beautiful. Lots of emotions. I was alive for this, but I was at daycare when the plane hit the Pentagon. You know, my dad was driving in, or looking at it from our Arlington apartment. So, and my mom was on a plane to New York at the time. So it's weird because it's like I feel as if I'm indirectly related to the events, but thankfully I'm not. Unlike many of the people whose names are in front of me. Okay, I caved in. I'm gonna go get the observatory experience. I haven't done an observatory in a long time. And this would be cool. So, we thought about doing it in Paris and we didn't. So, might as well do it in New York, right? What the hell, guys? We gotta keep it up. Ohio's beating us right now. So magical. Whimsically.
And now, we invite you to enter One World Observatory through the doors on your right, where a spectacular 360-degree view of the city awaits directly below you.
And that's it. All right, we're actually going to the observatory now, I think. These observatories are weird because they always want like as much money as they can get from you, but also like fair. Okay, so over here is Wall Street right in front of us. Over there is Brooklyn. And we got the Governor's Island over there. And then you can see Ellis Island on the right and the Statue of Liberty on the left. You know, a bunch of cargo ships out there, and then the end of the bridge. We got some more of the city over there. So, pretty cool. And of course we saw the Brooklyn Bridge earlier. And then right below us is the 9/11 Memorial, but we can't really see it from where we're at right now. So, behind me is the iconic skyline of New York. So you got Empire State Building back there, a bunch of other skyscrapers I have no idea what the names are, but Empire State Building is the only important one, right? Kind of, I think my favorite landmark right now is the Brooklyn Bridge. Call me a Spider-Man fan, but okay, this place is kind of sick. Look at this. I think, is this like in a James or John Wick? Like this, right? Like I'm John Wick, I'm not John Wick. I'm the dude with the dog shooting at John Wick. I think this is literally where the bowl is. This must be the spiky building we were taking pictures of. Can we talk about how this building is like the most beautiful one we've been into inside New York, and they're playing Interstellar? Dude, this song is like moths to a flame. Everyone always comes around it. It's so good. Especially when someone hits it on piano like that guy's doing. Shout out. Okay, so we're headed to Chinatown. However, my film is clogged. So that fucking sucks. But whatever. We're gonna wait until we get back home and then open up the dark room and see what's up. Christmas in New York, in Little Italy, no less. Yeah, Chicago, New York's coming for you with the roasted duck. Damn, look at that. Look good as hell. I'll be going in. Fish? This is for you, Matthew. I know you'd love this shit. Oh yeah. That's some fish. Whoa. What the hell? Beef book trip. I have no idea what that is. And you just have the bones. Okay. A little soup action. Oh my god. If we had this in West Lafayette, it'd be over. Look at the size, that would kill me. Me olvidó efectivo. I forgot to bring cash, and it's most of the only cash places here. So I walked in, I was like, I get this, and they're like, all right, it'll be $15. I was like, okay, what do I pay? And they're like, it's cash. I said, oh, might be. So we'll walk around. Okay, so we have ordered food in Chinatown. Got a little duck bao here with on top of a milk tea. So there we go. That's I could get cash and then actually like sit down in a like rundown goated Chinese restaurant, but it's also 1,000,000 degrees outside, and I'm like, do I really want hot noodles? No. So the only thing that seems appetizing is like going into a grocery market and then getting some like Japanese seaweed rice wraps, which sound great, but like I save them for a bagel and a slice of pizza. Come on. So this is good enough for now. In case you're wondering, it's really good. All right, so we are back near where we're staying here in New York. So we're on the back of Manhattan, Upper East Side. Walking to Target right now. I need to get some things. I don't know where my hairbrush is. I thought I had packed it. I don't know where it's not in my bag from what I can tell. So I'm gonna get a new one, get some more toothpaste, and I'm gonna try to see if I can find a New York themed bucket hat. Okay, my phone is no longer dead. My film camera is no longer jammed. And we have, of course, the New York slice of pizza. You'll have to forgive me. I did order it yesterday, but it is still just as good. Look at that baby boy. This is barbecue or buffalo chicken. So, it's great. Basically, we've done this before, right? Because we're in New Jersey. Doesn't really count as the same thing. The New Yorkers love, like, obviously different places have different things. They love their thin crust. Great. Not just an Alec thin crust too. But, like, look at this. The sauce profile on this is, like, nothing. The only sauce on here is the ranch, it feels like. Which is fine, like the marinade for the chicken. Which is fine, but I'm a saucy guy. I like it sauced. Look at these paninis.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah. Dinner time in New York. What's on kids? Another thing I wanted to have in New York. Breakfast bagel. This is braised pork. So we're here at Battery Park. We are going to the Statue of Liberty today at Ellis Island. And then we're probably gonna go on the High Line, I believe it's called, if I remember correctly. Cool place, shout out Padre. There is a initiative for pollinators here at the park, so they have a big flower garden behind me. All right, we're on the ferry. So is Statue of Liberty behind me. So is Ellis Island. So we're here. We're gonna do a nice little ride. And hopefully not lose anything into the water. Yeah. Sit down. All right, here we are with the lower Manhattan skyline in the background, and we are on Liberty Island, walking around it, getting all the info, and gonna walk over to the statue right now. So the interesting thing, this used to be a base, military base, and the Statue of Liberty was constructed inside the base, and then after it was decommissioned, they then made this into a park. We entered in from the west side of the island, if I remember correctly, And the point of that, me saying that, is because they built that pier, not because it was the closest to where we came from, which is Lower Manhattan, but rather because you go all the way around the statue in order to get in. So when you're coming in, you see the full statue as you come in, which is pretty thoughtful, especially as a photographer, because I appreciated that. So we're here at the Statue of Liberty. It's pretty cool. For those that don't know, in ancient Greece, there was a statue built called the Colossus of Rhodes, and that is the inspo for this statue. So, Statue of Rhodes, the Colossus rather, had a very similar type of beacon design because it was like a lighthouse, but like also a statue. And this is like that, kind of, but more symbolic in design. The base of it is the remnants of the old fort. I did not know. I thought it was just built specifically like that because stars, America, but no. So, yeah, we're gonna get some pictures here. We're not gonna go up it, but you know, whatever. So we were just in Paris, right? And I was sitting at the Eiffel Tower and I was like, man, I love this place. Well, I didn't realize the person who made the Eiffel Tower, his name is Alexander. Of course I love the place. That's crazy. There's like a bunch of little abstract statues here for all the different like French sculptors and artists that like made buildings, or I guess architects that made buildings in like the name of liberty. You know, Eiffel Tower, different bridges, Statue of Liberty, yeah. Still here at the Statue of Liberty. They've got these Statue of Liberty branded lemon shake-ups, and they're only $8, which is not bad in comparison to like most lemon shake-ups that I know, because like the one at West Lafayette Farmers Market is also about that price, maybe more. But I think you also get more. So I don't know. I'm like thirsty, but really what I want is some prescription sunglasses and a hat. Just realized the lemon shake-up cups, the top is the flame of the Statue of Liberty. I just saw a girl do the pose with the lemon shake-up. It all makes sense. That's so cool. Welcome to Ellis Island, baby. A little on construction right now. I don't think you can ever take for granted some good AC. Damn, it feels good. Welcome to Ellis Island. We're gonna get a little something to drink here first. Okay, so we're walking on Ellis Island right now, and we have, of course, the main building behind me with Statue of Liberty in the background. It's cool to think that my great grandparents, I think that is the correct amount of greats, came through here, most likely, which is pretty sick to think about. But yeah, this would be, essentially they would come to this island and it'd be like a border protected area. And a majority of people that came through here came through the United States. There was like I think it was like 11 million or even more than that came through here, and like only like 100,000, like maybe even less than that, were denied and sent back. And typically it was like on the company that brought them there. So that kind of sucks if you were sent back, but. It's always going to be like an interesting topic, but it's like, I think all people should go through this museum before having an opinion on immigration. Because you see some of the pictures of where people are fleeing, and you're like, yeah, the Statue of Liberty is right. Alright, so we're here at Central Park. Walk on the outside right now. The goals here are to take a lot of pictures of flowers and other things to see. We need to charge our phone, so we spent, about an hour or so just resting at Haley's place, and then came out again, charged and ready. So. This place is pretty cool, man. I mean, it is kind of just a park, but low-key kind of awesome. Maybe because I've just been missing the greenery in my life. Been in the city too long. This monarch butterfly is refusing to land. I just want to take a picture of it. It's been like the same route for the last 5 minutes. Oh, okay.
Because I feel bad for her, because she had to deal with it.
So now I was talking about in Turkey how I've never seen any Egyptian statues or any real ancient history outside a museum, and then they have one in New York. It's literally just called Obelisk in Central Park, and all it is it's from Cleopatra, I believe, and it was given to the U.S. by the Egyptians during a time when the British and the French were coming in and being super influential forcefully, and the U.S. were like, we will not do that to you. They were like, thank you so much. That's kind of the gist I got from what I read online. So, I want to see it. It has crab claws at the end of it. What? I think if I lived here, Central Park would be my spot. I would come here regularly to go for runs. It reminds me a lot of the Monon, except serves a lot more, because the Monon is really just a pedestrian highway, versus this is there's pedestrian highways, there's paths, there's benches, there's spots to just picnic, spots to go swimming. There's water, there's animals. It's kind of cool. It's like a park in the center of the city. All right, we're here in Central Park still. We're at the Botanical Gardens. Hell yeah. It's gonna be awesome. Look at this. This plant's so cool. It's purple. And these flowers over here are so vibrant. Oh my god. It's gonna be so glad I have an empty roll of film. Alright, so today is of course our last day here in New York, and then tomorrow we'll fly to Chicago and then to Zurich, and eventually to Macedonia. New York was cool. I really actually liked it a lot. Fun city. I seen some stuff online. I was kind of a little, apprehensive about coming to New York, especially just walking around by myself, but it's been good. I think the biggest things to know is you don't need to buy a MetroCard. You can literally just tap your phone if you have Apple Pay set up. or like card, and that works perfectly fine. So you don't need to buy a MetroCard. I bought a MetroCard. You don't need to do that. You don't need to fill it up, which is nice. Metro system was pretty good. What are the other things? Speaking Spanish, like over 50% of people in New York speak Spanish, and very helpful, especially when it comes to just like being treated a little bit better. You know, like when I was ordering stuff like cafe this morning, or like just ordered in Spanish, and they were like, "Oh yeah, dude, got you." Bring cash. Didn't bring cash, so like if you want to buy anything from the street or anything from those like hole-in-the-wall places, which I love to go to hole-in-the-wall places, you have to have cash. No credit cards. And then this trip wore headphones a lot. Like I said, to just kind of pretend like I was listening to music, but I wasn't. Just so because I was by myself, so I didn't want to be stopped. And I was to like buy things like that. Apple Watch is great. Used it a lot for like right now I got my Strava on, but used it a lot for, instead of getting my phone out to check Apple Maps for what metro transfer to get on, fall on, or get on, or where to go, I just had my watch navigating me, so it didn't look like I was really that much of a tourist. However, I did have 2 cameras on me at most of the times I've been walking around, so that would be kind of an indicator, although maybe it's a professional photographer. Yeah, I would say Times Square at night was pretty cool. That was I'm glad I did that one. There's a couple other things I probably missed, but like whatever, you know, it's a big city. You're always gonna miss things, no matter how many days that you're there for. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go to the Empire State Building tonight for dinner, and then wake up tomorrow morning early and go back to OGA. So this is where the Macy's Day Parade is. Now I can say I've been there. It is. Isn't this where Macy's started? No? Is this the OG Macy's? Madison Square Garden and Penn Station and towers and other things. All right, here's dinner tonight at this place underneath the Empire State Building. Bang. All right, taco order number 1. I got the beef birria taco. Comes with a little dip in the cup. Here we got the Baja fish taco. So yeah, cucumber margarita. What's the non-existent chips and guac? Salsa. All right, here's my fish taco, the blackened cod, and then the spicy chicken. I don't got a lot of time, but LaGuardia is probably one of the coolest airports I've been in. This terminal has a fountain from the ceiling. It's a Campbell's soup ad on this freaking fountain thing? Come on now.